Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Queen's Realm Podcast. It is she, me, her. Okay, and for those who can't see, you missing out because it's not just all my chocolatey stuff right now. Now I have the almondy stuff on here today with me. Miss Deidre Love is in the building.
Hello, hello. Hi, friend.
Melanated poop, huh?
I can't. I cannot.
Sexy songstress herself.
Thank
Huh?
you.
The sizzling seraphim. Okay. And I know y'all seen the title, but I gotta say it one time for the one time. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about how people can accept no. So today's episode is Bitch, I said no. And I mean it just like I
with
said.
with the head snap, with
With,
it, with the
with the
roll.
hand going
Yes,
back and forth. Bitch,
everything.
I said no. What are we not getting? No. So it's pretty self-explanatory. There a lot of times people don't accept when you tell them no. So diving right in, we're gonna talk about the men for a minute because y'all know I step on everybody's toes. I don't give a damn. I'm crunching everybody's corn.
Everybody gets it. Everybody
Everybody,
gets it.
everybody gets it. Y'all can all catch this work. Men, we just starting with you. So, Miss Love, I'm gonna take a sip because I know somebody's feelings about to get hurt. So
Look,
cheers to them feelings.
sip this juice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Why do you think men don't like hearing no?
Mm. Men specifically, that could be difficult to answer depending on the guy. So the reasons I could think of
Don't mind me. I just.
a sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
They're not used to hearing that. So that
Mm-hmm.
could be because of upbringing, obviously, their personal experiences. They're not used to hearing that. Um, Two, they take it as a form of rejecting them personally. So they take it too personally.
Mm-hmm.
They hear the no as not a no to what they asked for, but a no to them.
Oh, Jesus. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to hold it in.
They internalize the no.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Men.
Jesus.
And selfish. Them being selfish.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm trying so hard not to shout the entire time.
So them asking was really not them asking.
Mm.
They're asking out of a courtesy because they know that's the proper thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't expect a no.
Mm-hmm.
So when they hear it, it's a problem.
Mm.
That's all I got.
Woo! A lot of those go, both ways for men and women. But the one thing that if the some of these niggas, I'm gonna stop saying all because all men ain't the same. All these niggas is the same, and these men ain't though, because there's a difference between when you have a nigga and when you have a man. Period.
Very true. Very
Um, these niggas, if they don't have anything else on planet Earth, if they ain't got the sense God gave them,
A
if they
car,
ain't got the, just listen,
a place to stay, stability,
both of their front
loyalty,
teeth,
good
if they don't have,
character,
listen, if they don't have anything else, they have the audacity.
audacity.
Baby, when I tell you, and I want to touch on something real quick when you said they're asking for they expecting a yes. It ain't just entitlement, and it's not just out of a courtesy I'm gonna ask. It's not even an ask. It's more like I'm informing you. I'm letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see a lot of men nowadays on every social media platform talking about some women aren't the prize. Who told women they're the prize? Blah 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 blah. I feel like both people can be the prize, but don't ever approach me if you don't think you thought I was the prize because you came over here.
Uh-huh.
You thought you thought you won something by simply being in my presence. But baby, y'all ain't never played that claw game. You know how hard it is to pick that shit up? How much
Listen,
money, time, and dedication you need before you actually get something.
yeah.
And you might still pick up the wrong one. So stop playing with me. You understand? I feel like a lot of men don't like hearing no, besides the audacity and the entitlement is just it's based I want to blame it on like a misogynistic and patriarchal upbringing because I'm supposed to be strong. I'm that guy. I don't know who told them that. They just automatically think they that nigga off top, just off the rip, that you somebody special. It's okay if you think that about yourself. But let men and women know something right off the bat. It's okay if you think that about yourself. That does not mean I think that about you.
Or
I
I
don't think
have
about
to.
you.
Or I have to.
I don't think about you like you think about you, baby. So
And unfortunately we have to blame some of the women from our former generation and our generation now that are raising sons. There's a lot of catering that we do. So is the son doesn't there are some households where the son really doesn't lift a finger. They're always getting the plate. They're always I'll do your laundry. I'll clean up after you. And it's that expectation that they don't have to do anything.
right.
So when there's a no, it's like I'm not used to
No.
I'm not used to that, you
My
know.
mama would have, but I'm not your
I'm not
mama.
your, I'm not your mama.
So
And
your mama turning you into her husband because she ain't have one.
I'm gonna drink some juice on that.
And since I ran over these ladies' toes, let me just finish stomping on them. I feel like women don't like hearing no because some of them have never heard no. A lot of women who just use their bodies to get what they want. They're so used to that. Like I look a certain way, um, so I'm just supposed to get a hand whatever I want. That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. And then there's women who they want to be taken care of. It ain't always bothers. I'm gonna get. I got a point. Hold on. I have to put a pin in that. They want to be taken care of. So if you don't tell me yes to everything I want, then somehow that equates to me not being taken care of. When you're being taken care of, if you want that so bad and you want somebody to make all the decisions for you, you're not gonna like every decision they
They're
make.
gonna make. That's true. Because you're relinquishing the reins. Yeah.
So being taken care of does not mean that you get everything you want. Because if a person is responsible, and if that's the life you live, and that's how y'all got it set up, that the man taking care of you, whatever. But you need to realize that some of the decisions that that man is making is for the betterment of you. So I'm gonna have to say, no, babe, we can't get this because you want this in the future. So, like you said, you're relinquishing that power to that person, and y'all think that that just means that you're gonna get what you want
All the time.
all the time, and it's not, ladies. It's not. Now, some of us being accountable, I'm gonna throw this in there. I'm a daddy's girl, so when it comes to men, I expect to get certain things that I ask for because if you don't do it, I will just ask my daddy. Yes, I'm one of them. I'm 34 and I'm one of them. However, I am not the type to my daddy pay for everything. He does not. I don't even ask him for stuff. 99% of the time, things are offered to me from my father. However, my dad has always done a good job of taking care of his daughters.
Yeah.
And letting us know what to expect and what a man should and shouldn't do. But has my daddy ever told me no? No. He has said not right now. Or do you want to do this instead? Prime example. because everybody seen the Cat Williams thing, whatever. And he didn't tell the baby no. He said you can get this, or you can get 37 boxes of this. My daddy would give me a budget for school clothes, so I'm at the store. Let's say $300 for the whole year. Okay. Now you can get all of this name brand stuff, or you can get 17 of these, and you can keep the change from whatever your left up. I can keep what? What I started doing was, all right. See, my daddy was teaching me the value of things. Okay, you know what? Because it didn't, and I would be told no in a way that didn't feel like no. So if I'm dating a man and I ask for something and he don't get it, I would feel some type of way, but I don't ask nobody for shit. So that's why I would feel some type of way.
Now, and I was just about to say that when you asked for women, I know personally for me, I am used to being very independent. I'm used to doing a lot of things on my own. I try to do what I can without seeking help.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was any reason why I would hate to hear no, it's because it took a lot for me to even ask.
Mm-hmm. Like I didn't even want to ask
I
you.
didn't even want to ask you.
Say nothing.
You know, one, it could be a pride thing. It could be me being nervous because I don't want you to judge me a certain way, because it's a level of vulnerability in even asking someone.
Yes.
So for me, it's if there's any reason I would hate to hear no, it's because I didn't want to ask in the first place, and if I'm asking, it's because I really need it.
Right.
For me personally, if I ask,
in dire straits.
Help, yeah, I really need it. And so if I hear no from you, that would hurt me, because I'm like, you should know the type of person I am, that I would normally not ask. Now there are some people, they don't have no problem. They might not even be an issue. They just keep asking.
Child. Just, and you be like, bitch, I said no. Like I said,
yeah,
no. Like I have to be in. Let me get my questions back up. In dire straits sometimes. Like I've been through certain things in life, and when my people or my parents find it, like, why didn't you say something? What you mean? Yeah. Like it's not that I don't know that help is an option, but it's kind of, I don't know if it's like an ego thing or a pride thing. I want to prove to myself that I can do it on my own, so I don't want to ask for nothing. But if I ask you for something, damn it, you know I don't ask for nothing.
And yeah, and sometimes you feel like you shouldn't have to ask. Like if I'm a mother, right? Mm-hmm. And I am living with someone who is the father or a partner of mine, I shouldn't have to ask you to help with the child. I shouldn't have to ask you to clean up behind yourself, because I already have to clean up behind these kids.
Speak. Preach.
So me asking you certain things and you having an attitude and responding negatively or saying no, we're going to have a problem.
Right. What's the reason for the no? And I hate when men be like, I don't want to watch these kids. Baby, you're not babysitting. Those are your children. They wouldn't even got here without the sperm, baby. The sperm literally went to the egg.
Listen.
I don't have those. I just got the eggs in the uterus, baby. I don't have the other part. That's you. You cannot babysit your own damn kids. Like, they're with you. It's your turn. I'm gonna sip to this before I go to the next one. And I'll go first on this next one. Have you ever had trouble saying no? What were the consequences of some of those times? What have you learned?
I'm going to say I definitely have, in both relationships and friendships. Now I can't say anything. I don't have anything specific on hand, like I can think of off top. But I know that I, at one time, was very much so a people pleaser. And so it was difficult to say no, because I didn't want the person to think I didn't like them or that I wasn't dependable. I didn't want to seem like the bad guy.
Yeah.
If I said no. And sometimes it's difficult to be upfront. Even small things like, hey, we're doing such and such, we're having this dinner, da, da, da. Like, you don't want to go. You don't want to go. So, but instead of saying no, I appreciate the invite, I don't want to go, it's trying to make up an excuse or something. You know what I mean? It's not direct. And so after a while you get tired. It's draining.
Yes.
And it ends up hurting you in the long run. You think you're helping by continually agreeing to something that you don't want to do, because you don't want the person to be upset with you. But in the end, you're the person that gets depleted.
Come on. It's the oil. I had said I was going to go first, but it's all right. Because I'm going to have another sip. I have had trouble saying no for a long time. And, everybody who's listened to this show before, if you've never heard Queen's Room podcast before, I am very open and transparent when it comes to dealing with anxiety. I am a fervent believer, and you can't just pray. You got to go talk to the therapist.
Yeah.
Pray, and then go talk to some licensed medical professional. Please. Did nobody say you can't have scriptures and a cognitive action plan with your therapist? Did nobody say you can do that? Did nobody say you can do that?
That's true.
So one of the things with anxiety is you don't want to say no because you don't know what the outcome of your no is going to be. If you ever been in an experience that was traumatizing where you didn't have control over something and you were telling somebody no and they proceeded anyway, now there's a fear in your head of, oh, I can't say no. Like, I gotta, let me see, you might be scared. It might be even like you might be legit fearing something, or
the feeling of being obligated.
Yes. Like I'm gonna have to say yes. If I say no, then I'm gonna be the reason why this person isn't happy. Now it's your responsibility to make sure they're happy. So, everybody's heard the saying, treat people how you want to be treated. And, I do morning meditation and prayer. And one of my thoughts that came in my head the other day was, I no longer am going to treat people how I want to be treated. I'm going to treat people how they make me feel.
Oh, boy.
So if you make me feel good, or if I feel good around you, cool. I want to make sure, that energy is reciprocated. And it's not for me, it's not the same thing as matching energies. Because if you get on my nerves, I'm not going to get on your nerves back. But
I'm going to separate myself.
I'm going to separate that thing from you stepping on my nerves. And the consequences for me not saying no was, like you said, I'm depleted. Or you get this false sense of, because I'm saying yes, because I'm giving this person, whether it's a family member, you're in a relationship, or a friend, because I'm giving this person so much that, oh, okay, so that means they see that I'm doing this out of love, so they know that I love them, when they could just be using you because you don't say no.
Correct.
Like, the feelings aren't obligated just because you tell a person yes all the time. That's not a way to build a relationship. Even though you may have good intentions, even though that may be your love language, gift giving or gift getting or whatever, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to make a person stay around. So some of it was abandonment. Some of it was trauma responding. Some of it is anxiety. Some of it was, I want to be accepted. If I say no, then I won't be accepted in certain sections or around certain people. When you think about it, as you get older, then people really wasn't fucking with you anyway.
Period.
They was only around you because they knew what they could get from you. So that's some of the things I learned from that. Like, one, now I treat people how they make me feel. Two, I don't give a fuck who like me. So, because once I learned that the most I had to like me more than anybody else did, because it's a plethora of people who don't like you that you don't even know don't like you.
Right.
But do you care? No, because I don't even know you. Like, you over there not liking me for no reason. I live rent free in your head. And I don't even think a thought about you. not an eyelash of a thought, not this much of it. This
Right.
this much of it. I don't even think I'm not thinking about you. Do you believe?
Oh no. You had to take a sip. Okay.
Do you believe? And I got to turn to the side and cross my legs.
I wish they could see this.
Do they believe? Some people can say it. They believe that some people just expect to hear yes all the time based on their position in your life. That side. You need to
This
sip.
guy. Oh
You
boy.
want to sip. You want to sip. You want to sip.
I do look, I'm being so ghetto right now. I don't know if some people would say ghetto, but I got the
Girl, that's hitting. That's hitting. Every first be
Besson.
hitting.
Besson.
Listen, they be hitting. Shoot.
Um, those people are no more
Hmm.
in my life currently.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I believe that is why.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was an expectation that either I was always going to be around, I was always going to do some service,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to be in the same place,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was going to have the same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think there was an inability for them to see me outside of just their relationship with them.
I'm taking notes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so when I was like, no, I can't do that, or no, I don't think that way, no, I don't want to do that,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't feel like doing that,
Mm-hmm.
no, this is what I want to do now, then it was an issue.
Mm-hmm. Why you being weird to me?
Yeah. Yeah. And once that rift happens and you can feel the energy change or that tension,
Mm-hmm.
that was a sign to me that it's time to let that go.
Mm. 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 See, the Holy Spirit is bothering me right now. But I'm gonna tell you why. I think some people, and I wrote down what you this and said, it goes with what I was saying earlier about the informing me and not asking me. Like
Yeah.
I need you to go da 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 da. But there wasn't a please, there wasn't a can you, are you free?
Yeah.
You know, you didn't even make small chit chat, but I don't even like that either, especially from the people who only talk to you when they want something. For me, I wrote down in my notes, I said, you've misjudged who you were to me. You've misjudged your place in my life. Yes, I care about you. Yes, I love you. Yes, I will go leaps and bounds for my friends,
Yeah.
especially if they're going through. But the moment you stop being so giving to some people, so loving, so attentive, so the moment you realize that you're pouring more into something or somebody more than yourself, and you realize it, they really get upset
Yeah.
because I want to be the center of your everything. I know that if you pay more attention to you, I'm gonna get less from you. So none of you being better is good for them. None of you realizing, you know what, you don't even fuck with me like that, Farouk. You don't talk to me unless you want something. I don't hear from you unless you need something. You randomly call me up and inform me about what you want me to do for you, but you ain't asked me a fucking question. You ain't asked me nothing. You ain't asked me, is the sky blue? Um, and one of my biggest pet peeves with all human beings are, do not make plans for me. No matter how small or insignificant it is, no matter how nice you think I am or how much you think I love you, do
Yeah.
not make plans for me. If I tell you no, do not see this another thing. I come on, because we about to get into that. If I tell you no, do not proceed to make alternative plans. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Well, if we do, baby, you don't have to make any contingencies plans. I'm still not fucking doing it because, bitch, I said,
No.
oh, like, I don't want to go up the street. Well, we come to the corner. I don't want to go up the street. I don't want to go to the corner. I don't want to go to the steps. I don't want to go to the door. I'm not going.
Yeah.
So
And I think one thing we missed out on when we talked about all this, because even you're mentioning it now, it's the lack of regard and respect they have for you. You don't realize that after, and then when you do, it's like, you don't respect me as a person. And this is why you keep asking me these things and you expect me to always agree.
Just jump.
And not consider myself for what I want to do. So in the end, you really don't even respect me.
You don't even like me for real, because you don't like somebody who actually care about you and your well-being. Let me see how you're feeling today. When you feel like it, when you get a chance. See, here's the thing. Remember earlier I was saying about my daddy has never told me no. He just present me with alternatives. When my daddy asks me to do anything, I ain't never said no. I ain't never got smart with him and buck back. Daddy, you want me to? But here's the kicker. 99% of the time, my daddy don't have to ask me to do nothing. If I see something, okay, my dad was sick a couple of weeks ago. He was hungry. And I seen him going to the kitchen. I'm like, what you doing? I'm fixing your food. Go sit down. Like, you don't have to do that. I know I don't have to, but this is somebody I care about. This is a small need that they have. If I'm able, I'm going to. But he's not surprised that I'm doing that for him.
Right.
He's not. Most of the time, we're going to fight about it because he ain't going to ask for help either. Where I get it from. We're going to have an argument over who washing the dishes.
Who helping who?
Who helping who? Like when I had my surgery, my daddy waited on me hand and foot. He got upset that I kept getting up. Well, I can't just sit here. Yes, you can. I'll bring you whatever you need.
Yeah.
I got to walk eventually. No, you don't. I'm grown. Okay, but you're still my daughter. That's different than if my daddy called me and just because he's my father, just because you're a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, or an elder, you still have to ask me to do something if you want me to do it.
That's true.
Especially if we ain't even got a close relationship like that. Don't just off the strength of, oh, that's my cousin, that she gonna do it. No, the fuck she not.
Entitlement.
No, the fuck I am not. And the fact that there is so much disregard for me in your plans, even though you need me to fulfill your plans.
Audacity.
They stealing it off the shelves. They have to be audacity.
It's in high demand, honey.
It's more audacity than Walmart's in the world. Like I can't. Like, why would you think that? Is it because you probably disrespected me some way in the past, or you disrespecting other people in the past? See, that's another issue we run up against, men and women. If you're the type of person who has no problem saying no, and you run into a person who ain't never heard no, or who always gets their way, I'm the devil.
Yeah.
I'm evil. I'm the bad guy. No, I don't want to do that. Well, why don't you want to do it? Because I don't have to give you a reason. You want me to do something for you. I don't have to give you an explanation.
Well, I think that's a good point to talk about because it's easy. You've learned how to say no, right? So for the people out there that they are recognizing during this podcast that they have difficulty saying no, how would you say you started that process of like learning to like speak up for yourself?
So the crazy part of that is it doesn't even start with you saying no to other people. It starts with you saying yes to you.
Wow. Okay, go ahead. And
I was about to get a little teary out. I pulled out the tissue because let me tell you something. it's a lot of things that you don't consider when you're giving so much to other people, because your main focus is always,
On
what can I
them.
do for them? What
Yeah.
can I give them? How can I make this person stay? How can I? But do you feel good today? Yes. Okay. Is this a good thing for you? Yes. Do I feel bad or good about doing this for this person? If the answer is no, then I'm not doing that. That's not a yes for me. Do I want to feel better? Yes. Do I want to look better? Yes. Do I want to take better care of myself? Yes. Do I want to drink, like all the smallest yeses for you? Once you lock into that and tune into that, it becomes easier to say no, and you don't even realize that you've begun to say no. Like, I swear to God, like it sneak up on you. Like, somebody asks you to do something, you be like, you know what? I don't want to. And then once you do it that first time, like, okay, I like this feeling.
Yeah.
The world didn't end because I told them no.
Right. And then it's like you don't have to, like, sometimes we try to prolong the no. Like,
Mm,
you know
Softer.
you don't you don't want to do it. Oh, just call me next week, or I'll let you know. Maybe just put me down. I'll let you. And then they hitting you up the next week. Then you trying to avoid their call, their text message. Like, you can forego all of that
Mm-hmm.
just by being upfront in the beginning.
Yes. And another thing I want to touch on: stop telling people maybe if you don't really want to do it. You know what I say? It's a chance I might do it for you if I have an opportunity to. So what I say, what I say and say is probably not.
I love it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not saying for sure, yes, but it's more likely gonna be no, and I let you know that ahead of time. Probably not.
I appreciate that. I'm
On
gonna
the
take
off
that one.
chance,
I'm gonna
or
take that.
or I'll say on the off chance that that I might do it. So I start.
You
It's like
start
a
at the
man.
end. You
It's a
start at the
cookie.
no
Yeah, I
and work
start
your
at
way to
the
the yes.
no.
Start at the no.
Start at the no. Because I know people who have social anxiety, so they'll agree to something because a group of people are around you asking them. But deep down inside, that is killing them. They don't want to do it. And people, I think another reason it's hard for people to hear no is because you're looking at it from your perspective. I like to do this, so they're going to like to do this because they like
Right.
to be around me. Baby,
Don't be selfish. Mm-hmm.
your friends are not you. I like to be around people a little bit. And I mean a little bit. But I like to be around my people. But like I was having a discussion with a friend earlier, and I said, everybody always has heard me say a lot on all my platforms, I don't like to be bothered. However, my people have already passed these people ain't gonna bother me test.
Right.
They made it past that wall in my life. So it's unbothered and bothered.
And those people that you have allowed in that space,
Mm-hmm.
they respect your boundaries. Even though they realize they have a closer place in your life, they still don't circumvent your boundaries or what you want to do. And that's
True.
why they're there.
Yes. That's why they able to remain here.
Yep.
Because saying yes to me means saying yes to the people I allow in my life and my circle and to have my energy.
That's a word.
Like, even though even my friends know. Like, I went to my family reunion a couple months ago,
Yeah,
right?
I remember.
I
Yeah.
was with hundreds of people 4 days straight. Had a blast. I love my family. We always lit. I ain't seen some of them people in 20 years. But when I came home, I was peopled out. I didn't talk to none of my friends. I was tired of talking to people. And I
Yeah.
talk to people all day at work, literally. I talk for a living. Um, but I have to want to talk to you. But all my friends know, like, hey, I'm not being funny. I'm peopled out. But I also communicated, I'm peopled out. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not talking to I'm tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm tired. Okay? I don't want to do this.
Right.
And I always say, watch how the people who call themselves your friends, your homies, your day ones, how you when you say no, or I'm not able to. If you don't get your way, like how do you act? Like, oh my God, you told me no. Now I will admit,
And I think it's okay. Um,
I'm spoiled.
I think it's okay to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think it's when you hold that over someone's head, when you start acting rude or funny towards them because of it going
Mm-hmm.
forward, simply because they told you that no, then that's when it's a problem.
Yes, like
If you allow that to linger in how you in your actions, that's when it's a problem.
for me, it. Hold on, I gotta. So one of the major issues, um, why this episode even came about is because I was talking to one of my friends, and I don't know, I was talking to her, and somebody had asked me to do something. I didn't feel good, and I said I don't feel good.
Yeah.
Like I literally started with I don't feel good, and to do this for you, I would have to do this, and this. Like there's another person that can do this for you. So I didn't say no, but I gave you all the alternatives, and I let you know that I wasn't about to do anything. So this is the person who can help you. Oh, well, I already set it up for you to do it.
Wait a minute. And did you hear
Bitch,
what
didn't I
he
just say I don't want to? Like I'm literally in so much pain I can't get up. So you disregarded everything I said.
said? There go to disrespect again.
You disregarded everything I said because you wanted me to do something for you. Because I did something for you one time. But when I did that for you, you wanted me to do something that involved driving, leaving the house, coming back. I could barely sit up. So now are you all right? Are you okay?
Do you
What's
need
wrong?
anything?
Do you need anything? Oh, okay. Well, can you so you just you just breeze past everything I said to get to the point where you get me to give you what you want or do what you want me to do for you.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a because I'm going to talk about like the signs that you know that this person ain't gonna like when you tell them no. It's the audacity, but when you telling people no and they ain't used to you saying no, it's always an attitude. The first they get an attitude, I got a perfect example in my head. I used to do a lot of things for a certain friend. Stop being friends because an issue like this happened where you told me what I was about to do. Top three pet peeves. Do not tell me what I'm fixing to do. Like, don't tell me. Like Jill Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
That's
This
definitely
motherfucker was definitely in the you can't tell me shit
that's
category.
Capricorn. That's Capricorn energy all the way.
I'm a Capricorn. It's okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But don't tell me shit. You ask me. Because one thing I don't that brings in another one of my pet peeves that I hate. I don't like when my choices are made for me. Okay, don't take away my voice and my choice. So you took away my choice and then you let me know what I was going to do without any consideration for if I felt like doing it. And I said, I'm not going to do this. I have something to do. You do want me to drop everything I'm doing. Like the people who are not used to hearing no expect you to drop everything you doing right when they want something so they can get what they want. And baby, ask your bald headed ass Grandy.
That's funny.
Maybe that hoe won't tell you no.
And you can tell when they're not used to saying no because then they'll ask why. Ask
Oof.
questions like questions, following the no.
Child. They don't like when you that's a big one, but they don't like when you doing a nice stuff for other people. Like
Mm,
I'll joke around and say, Glow or Kylo or this my boo. This is my little almond short stack. Mine. However, if she doing something nice for somebody else, I'm not gonna be in my feelings because for what?
Yeah.
I don't view every future relationship or interaction she has with another person as a threat. Oh shit, you gonna stop doing as much nice stuff for me that you doing for the other person. I knew she was.
I had to take a sip, y'all. Good Lord.
Why you being? That's it. Why you being weird? Why you being different? Or then they start to find fault. This is my favorite one.
Oh boy.
They start to find fault in the other person you being nice to. Well, why would you do that for them? Well, why would you? Bitch, you got your hand out too, so don't be asking. We worried about what I put in somebody else's hand. Put your
Right.
hand in your pocket,
Yeah. Put your hand
Polly
away.
pocket asshole. Stop worrying about what's over here.
That's funny.
You cannot worry about what I'm giving another person if I'm giving something to you too. Maybe
And
you have
even and
misread
regardless, even if I wasn't giving anything to you, anything I do with anyone else is my business. As long as it does not directly affect you personally, then it's still none of your business.
because as I've said from the time I was 19 years old, my business ain't nobody's business. If I decide to inform you, huh, on the likes of my life, consider it a blessing because I don't like folk. I like my folk.
Right.
And just because you one of my folk does not mean you're entitled to anything. Just so happen all my friends are spoiled, but we spoil each other.
Yeah.
It's never just, oh, I give so much to this person and don't. I feel more comfortable giving to people who give to me. And that's not saying I'm doing it, but it makes you feel not used. It makes you feel appreciated. It makes you feel like, oh, they really rock with me because, you know, we would still be cool if I didn't have nothing to give them. Because your real friends and the real folks you around, the only thing they're asking for is access to you. That's what they should really only be worried about. Everything else is extra.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I'm going right to my next topic. You are not just automatically granted access to me. I can deny and say no to access to me at any time, at any level or space in any type of relationship. No matter where we at in a relationship, friendship, or whatever. I can still be like, you know what? I don't feel like talking to you today, or I don't feel like talking today. That's I don't feel like talking today.
And I think that's fine as long as we are not hypocritical
Mm-hmm.
or have a double standard.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm saying, I don't want to talk to this person today, or hey, if it's my business, it's not yours,
Mm-hmm.
then we have to make sure that we're keeping the same energy and respond correctly when someone says the same things to us.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of times why women can get caught up, because sometimes we can be now listen, I'm not saying men are not emotional, because this new generation of men, I feel like they come out with a box of Kleenex. What they're
And
born.
these fold up spades tables that they keep asking, what do you bring to it?
Kleenex. That's they bring tears. And audacity. But as women, I think we need to make sure, because we can be emotional and we can be sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to have our firm boundaries and stick to them. Our no means no. Just make sure you respect that same idea when it comes from someone else.
Whoop.
Your man, your friend, co-worker, whoever. Your girlfriend. Shout out to LGBT community. Believe y'all ain't gonna leave
LGBTQRA plus.
Okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G's. All
Alabama Beach.
respect. All
Whatever.
respectfully in love.
Listen,
Man.
I feel
Oh God, she's taking another sip, y'all. I might as well take one too while I'm here.
so it's crazy because me and another friend was having this conversation earlier. They sent me a video, and in the video it was talking about how women don't communicate effectively. And one of the main reason was a lot of times some men, because like you said, this come out with a box of Kleenex and a banky at this bitch dragging around this goddamn blanket like
Look like Marge. No, what's the baby's name on The Simpsons?
Maggie.
Maggie.
This pacifier.
Little Maggie's all over the place.
Drooling and shit. Anyway, pamper
boy.
heavy. Uh
Soiled child.
period. That some men they're logical in their thinking when it comes to when they getting ready to argue about this is the point I'm trying to make. And women sometimes they don't like what they're hearing in the argument. So the response is I'm gonna get emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get upset because my point isn't getting across. You're not telling me what I want to hear. You're telling me no. I don't want to hear this no. So I'm gonna do all of this extra shit to get back to I don't care what you're saying. I'm gonna do what I need to do to get the yes. And like I was saying earlier, I don't think sometimes women understand that if you got a man that's a protector and a provider, you're gonna have to hear no sometimes because he's making decisions for the better judgment of both of y'all. He's worried about both of y'all, but you're worried about you. That's why I don't like the saying, women's, you about to get pissed off. I don't like the saying, happy wife, happy life. I never have.
Yeah, I agree.
Because one, I've been a wife and I had a wife. So that's a whole different.
Which one's supposed to be happier?
This is what I'm saying. I spent a lot of time worrying about is she happy. She spent a lot of time worrying about was I happy, but we weren't worried about if we was happy ourselves.
Oof.
Married to one another.
That's big.
I will never get on here and be like, oh, my ex-wife was the problem. Because we stayed together. We kept staying together. So we was the problem. Because there's a lot of stuff I should have said no to. There's a lot of stuff she should have said to. So we both should have stood our ground on the no.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
I got used to her telling me yes to everything I wanted. She got used to me saying yes to everything she wanted. But sometimes what you want and what I want conflict. But we done told each other yes. Those don't even, our yeses don't even match. They don't even go together.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that when you learn how to say yes to yourself first, you'll stop doing that because you got to learn how to tell yourself yes. But you got to learn how to tell yourself no on the right things.
That's true. That's true too. I know this conversation is stepping on so many of my toes right now. I'm like, oh boy.
I'm convicting myself. You see, that was a long step.
I was like, I gotta do better. Lord.
Like I got told no the other day, and I realized, okay, maybe I'm a little spoiled because of how this person has been treating me. They never told me no, so I was just like,
you were taken aback.
How dare thee? But it wasn't that bad. Like, it really wasn't that bad. It's not that big of an issue. The only issue was you ain't never told me no. So now I know no is possible. Because some people, you done told them yes so many times, they don't even know no is possible. They don't even need you to say no. They don't even
like my kids.
That eye roll.
Yeah. Shout out to my babies. I love you. I love you, Malia.
That's how I feel about my godchildren. I'm like, you can't have that. Walk right in the store. Can I have this, Gigi?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think about saying no. Go ahead.
Don't touch nothing. Okay, you can have that.
Like, I don't even say don't touch nothing. I'm this auntie. You want this one too?
No.
This don't get that one. That's a little one. Get the big one. And then get them back to the house, and I'm annoyed 10 minutes later. Why?
Because all the wrappers and toys and noises.
Can you open this? He touched mine, but y'all got the same thing.
The same exact. I understand.
Why did I do this?
I understand.
I just wanted to ask one quick question. Parents with more than 2 babies, are y'all okay? Are you all right?
Mm-mm.
Y'all had more than 2 kids on purpose. Like you did that on
They
purpose.
did. They did.
But I'm gonna say this. I want to say this, and then we're gonna be wrapping up in a second here. Do not be scared. This is my first closing because I got three like my pastors. Do not be scared. Everything you say yes for to other people, say yes for you. If it's okay to go out of the way for this person, why won't you go the extra mile for yourself?
That's good.
It- don't be scared of what somebody's going to do or say. Well, I can't even say that in good conscience because, you know, a girl just got followed home the other day and killed because she told a nigga no. So I can't say that. I won't say that. Because I'm gonna be on the way real. It's dangerous. So time for women to say no.
Yeah.
No matter how nice it's said, it's dangerous. So
And
protect.
that's one of the reasons we forgot for women, fear of safety.
Yeah. Cause it's sometimes like you can read the situation. Like, why did you give him your number? You just could have said no.
Because I didn't want him to punch me in my face.
Because he out here with 50, 11 niggas, and it's just me.
It's just
I
me.
got my brass knuckles in my mace, but
Yeah, that's real.
I might go down swinging, but I'm gonna have to go down swinging because I don't like it. It's that fear of I said you was trying to holler at me. I said no, so now I'm a fat bitch.
Child, you ugly anyway.
You
Okay.
ain't that cute. It's so I'm just like, why I gotta be all that? I wasn't because you thought you was gonna hear yes and you didn't, or you berate a woman until she give in. Like some men don't understand why coercion is so serious. But she just could have said no. She said no 79
Several times.
times.
Yeah. Yeah.
79 times. And sometimes women will say yes just to get you to shut the fuck up.
Because they're tired.
I'm
You
tired.
literally wear people down. You wear them down, wear their will down.
And then that has worked for people in the past. I'm gonna just keep doing it until
Until
keep
you,
asking,
yes.
keep asking, keep passing. Like if you don't know, the answer gonna be no, and don't ask me no more. And sometimes you have to say that to people. I think some people become a little shocked uh, once you start to say no, like we were saying earlier. But they'll come back and test you and give you long ass sob stories and this, and I just hit you with
Yeah.
that's
Then here comes the manipulation.
that's unfortunate. So what I have started doing is, people try to give me sob stories because they think I'm just gonna come automatically out of the pocket with them. If I've been helping you or doing stuff for you for so long and you ain't in a better position, nor have you tried to make yourself in a better position, I'm gonna help you as much as you help you. First of all, first thing, I'm gonna help you as much as you help you. Second of all, if you want to go toe to toe and tell me all these terrible things you're dealing with, all right, let me tell you what I had to do this week, and I still got up and took my ass to work. Let me tell you how my week was last week. That I'm just now getting over dealing with today. She know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't need to know what I'm talking about because ain't none of your business.
Yeah.
I will just say this. It's going to be an episode later. But black women in the doctor is like black men in the police. So wait for that episode, honey.
So true.
Because what I had to go through last week and still went to work. I came home early one of them days.
I'm glad they sent your tail home too. You knew better.
So I don't want to hear that. Because if I'm able, first of all, long as God is able, you're able. Get your ass up.
He's able. Oh yes. I'm sorry.
What she say on Sister Act? If you want to be somebody,
please,
if you want to go somewhere,
better wake up and pay attention.
Yeah, you would have sank. Okay. Now we're going to my second closing. Be mindful of how people react when you say no or you start to say no.
Start paying attention.
Start paying attention, baby. Start paying attention how you feel around these people. Like if I tell you no and I get uncomfortable, like I feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to walk on eggshells. I'm told you no. I done told you no. I'm not doing it. I'm about to stress about my no. Matter of fact, my pastor, Todd Tribbett, say, live church. He say, yes equals stress. And that was another pivotal point for me in learning how to say no. Yes equals stress. And it was funny when he said it at first. And I went home and the whole night, the rest of the night, I'm like, yes.
Thought about that thing.
Yes. He said a lot of stuff in that sermon, but I remember, yes equals stress. Yes equals stress. Because every time I agree to something, especially when I didn't want to do it in the first place, I am annoyed the whole time. But I'm the type of person that I said I was going to do it, so now I'm going to do it.
And it's a level of stress too. It's an added level of stress.
Oh, then I can't just do it any kind of way. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you're actually a person of good character. So yeah, I get it.
I actually care. Oh, I want to be one of y'all who don't care about nothing so bad.
Child, just tell me how it feels. Tell me how it feels.
Who don't care about nothing and who could just do people any kind of way. I just wish sometimes I can be like that. But then I'm like, damn, I don't want to be like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to be like you. So that's really keeping me from doing that.
And if you have a difficulty with saying no, start off with like small things. Mm-hmm. Like if it's certain functions or things like that. I like what Samia said, probably not. That way they'll at least have in their mind that it's a no. Look up different ways to respond that equal the same thing as no, but don't sound exactly like it. Like, do that. But you got to start small. And then when it comes to actual big life decisions that people, things ask you to do, that you can, your yes can be yes and your no can mean no.
Come on, somebody.
But start somewhere. Like, no, I said I don't want onions on my sandwich. Like, start.
And I know we've all been there because it starts with that little stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's fine. No, it ain't. Excuse me.
No. Yeah, that's real.
I said I didn't want no lettuce.
Yeah.
You can take just lettuce off. No. I didn't want no lettuce. It's lettuce on it. So lettuce is touched what's on here. This is what I asked for. This is what I expected. This is what you said you were going to do. So no. That's another way you can get yourself to say no. It is okay to call people out on some shit they said they was going to do when they don't do it. It's the way y'all do it though. Y'all don't have no tact. Y'all don't even know what that is. I don't mean tic-tac like tic-tac-toe. I mean tact.
Please. Somebody gonna be like, TikTok? Really?
Google it. T-A-C-T. You don't have
tact. Yes.
Say stuff with love. Oh, you know what, baby? I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. That's the same thing as no. But like I say probably not. I don't ever say it mean or I say just probably not. And then the first time I said that to somebody who I ain't never said no to, they was just, well, what do you mean? I mean, probably not. So what does that mean? Is that a yes or a no? Is it maybe? I said it's not a maybe. It's a more than, when I say probably
not, likely no.
That's a 95% chance that the answer is no. That I'm not going to do it or I'm not going to make that. It's 95%, not 75, not 85.
I can't.
95. No. On the off chance that I might feel like making an appearance or showing my face or doing said activity or doing said thing for you. It's not impossible because anything is possible. But y'all need to learn y'all probabilities and statistics. That's 95. It's a lot closer to 100 than 5.
Yes. 99. Sorry.
The results are in. You are 99.99% sure that I said no.
Not going.
We're not. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have coming up on our time.
Already. So I'm just
Over.
kidding.
We got more. You know what I'm saying? It took me a whole year to get her back on here, but we gonna keep up. We gonna, cause look at her. The people who can't look at her right now because you're listening on Spotify and Anchor.
I'm all right or whatever. I'm all right.
Lies, falsehoods, fallacy are my friends of mine. Period. Chocolate almondy. Chocolate cafe au lait.
We're like the perfect almond joy.
Come on, somebody. I was about to say something, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it PG. I'm gonna keep it
I can't.
because we done brought up Jesus and the kids on here, so we gonna keep it PG. You know.
Girl, all the F bombs you done did today.
What they got? What they mean?
Sure. Listen.
I can't say that. I'm not gonna.
You know I curse. I'm just trying to be decent for the people today, but you know me.
So, one thing I am going to do by the time y'all see this episode, I am going to start letting y'all know what the next episode is going to be. So the next episode that you're going to see or hear after this one is called Leave My Family Alone.
Oh, my.
So in that episode, we're going to discuss exes still being cool with the family and hanging with the family and different perspectives on said thing.
Oh man, that's a good one.
And then after that, we're gonna talk about hyper independence. And let me tell you something. The men who be like, I don't need a woman, and the women talking about I don't need a man. We're talking about y'all.
Oh boy.
So just get ready. But this has been another episode of the Queen's Realm Podcast. Again, I'm gonna start calling us that every time we on here together. It's the Almond Joys.
I love it.
Queen's Realm, aka Samia the motherfucking poet, and my boo, Miss Alma D over here, Miss Deidre Love, the singer, songwriter, songstress.
Thank you.
Sexy Seraph.
Oh God, sexy Seraph. Oh my
Sexy
gosh. Sexual traffic. Sexual.
That girl can sing. That girl can sing. That girl can sing.
Good.
I will put all of her stuffs.
Oh,
links to music and all that in the description box below and above, because you know it's different places on the Spotify and whatnot. But I love y'all. Arrivederci. Auf Wiedersehen. Guten Tag. Bye. Get out. Go somewhere.
Buenas noches.